Hey everyone, welcome back to the Splash City Basketball Podcast. I'm your host, Steve Hartman. Today's episode, I am hanging out with my buddies Tyler and Tate. We are talking Wolves and Gophers. It's Super Bowl Sunday, so we were watching the games live, kind of just riffing off what we thought about the moves that the Wolves made at the trade deadline, how we feel about Nico and the Gophers. Unfortunately, we recorded during the games and we were not able to enjoy the outcomes of a rather disappointing Gopher men's basketball loss and another lifeless, disappointing letdown performance by the Wolves. They bring in Dosunmu at the trade deadline to bolster their bench, and there is something going on with the Wolves. I don't know if it's internally, if there's a struggle with kind of what team they want to be and who's in charge and who's setting the accountability for the team. But Rudy Gobert had some pretty pointed comments, and we talk about that on the pod. But seeing that they lose by 20 plus to the Clippers today, there's some issues that they're going to need to resolve pretty quickly, because you can get down in that play-in realm pretty quickly in the Western themselves here soon. Maybe a team-only dinner type of thing, that everybody talks about. Maybe they need to have Mike Conley come in and get everybody squared away, and maybe that's part of the issue too. But whatever it is, it has not looked good. Friday night they lose to the Pelicans. Sunday, the 8th, they lose to the Clippers, and really not inspired performances really from anybody in those two games. Bones had some moments on Friday. Ant tried to do his best to bring him back at the end, but they just couldn't slow down Zion. And today they just couldn't guard Kawhi. So some issues for the Wolves. Gophers coming off a big win against Michigan State. I think they had some hopes that maybe the schedule's a little softer here. They could probably pick up a few wins. You're looking at Maryland at 1-10 in the Big Ten. That's a game at home that you should win. And they had a 4-point lead with 2 or 3 minutes to go and couldn't close it out. Kind of a troubling trend, I think, if you're watching this team. It's one thing to say that you're not, you're down to 7 players and you're getting worn out, but they shouldn't be getting worn out physically against this Maryland team. And to me, it was just a lack of execution at the end of the game. Unable to make some free throws. Maryland did what USC did to Minnesota, which is put their center on Reynolds and post him in the paint, dare Reynolds to shoot threes. And you also take away any post-ups when they put their big guy down low like that. So they couldn't counter some of the defensive adjustments Maryland made, because they weren't. Usually what they do is they post up Crocker Johnson, or they post up Tyson, or they post up Reynolds. But you can't do that when they got a 6'10", 7-foot center sitting in the middle of the paint. So, tough game for the Gophers. Just kind of can't execute at the end of the game. Crocker Johnson misses a pretty easy shot that he should make. They just kind of fell apart the last 3 minutes. So disappointing there. Gopher women win again. Another strong defensive performance, holding Rutgers to 52 points on the road. So they continue to roll. Some really exciting high school games over the weekend too. Maple Grove beats Wayzata again. They kind of have their number. Wayzata has 3 losses on the year. 2 of them are to Maple Grove. So Maple Grove and Wayzata, Buffalo, Hopkins, all in the mix in that late conference. Great run there. Great conference battle going on there. Out west in southern Minnesota a little bit, western Minnesota, undefeated Benson, Minnesota, kind of from my neck of the woods, took on Wabasso. And from people I talked to, Benson has a good team, but maybe hasn't played a lot of quality opponents. Well, Wabasso went up there. I think they are maybe 2 or 3 losses on the season, and they took care of Benson. So Benson no longer undefeated in Class A, Minnesota boys basketball. Other games of interest, there was the border battle was taking place in the Twin Cities area. And you had some teams from Wisconsin versus teams from Minnesota. Nicollet, actually, out of Wisconsin, knocks off Maple Grove by 1 in a really close game. De La Salle beats Superior, Wisconsin by 10. Totino Grace handles Germantown, and Apple Valley beat Onalaska as well. Otherwise, up in Winter Lakes Classic, up in Alexandria, also featured some teams Pelican Rapids beat Albany. So Pelican Rapids Class A, strong team up in or Section 6A, and Albany defending AA champs. Pelican Rapids wins that one. Holy Family in Class AA played Montevideo. Montevideo's got the one loss on the year. Montevideo Thunderhawks win that game. And then Benilde St. Margaret's beats Alexandria, and somewhat of a surprising score to me. Alexandria ranked in the top 10 in Class 4A. Benilde probably having a little bit of a down year by their standards, very high standards at Benilde St. Margaret's, but Benilde comes out with the 82-75 win there. So that's some of the action around the state over the weekend. Plenty more to get to as we go throughout the week. I'll do my teams of the week separately on social media, so if you're not following on Instagram or Facebook, make sure you do that. Follow over there, or on Blue Sky if you're so inclined. So with that, I want to get to the conversation. We had a lot of fun today on the pod with Tyler and Tate. The three of us have had many experiences coaching together, being on the bench, going to Vegas, watching March Madness, all that stuff. So anyway, enjoy the conversation. And with that, let's get into it. All right, it's a Super Bowl Sunday, a little different format for today's podcast. We're going to be watching the Gophers, Wolves live, talking about all the trade action, talking about upset over Michigan State, anything else. I'm joined by Tyler and Tate. Tyler and Tate, welcome back. We are going live, Super Bowl Sunday, watching some hoops before we get the big game. How you guys doing?
Little hoops appetizer here for the transition to football.
This isn't a welcome back for me either, because the first time I tried to be on it failed miserably.
I thought you did.
No,
I thought you
we did
went
the
on.
preview.
Yeah.
Oh, am I on one episode?
We did the
Okay.
NBA preview.
Right. Well, then I'm back.
Yeah, we did the lines. We should revisit, by the way, our
your picks.
Yeah, see how I know I was way off on the Pacers originally.
Yeah.
I had.
Oh yeah, the over-unders.
Because then they got all their guards got all hurt and they went way under. But Celtics,
Okay.
I think we went over.
Yeah, delete that
one.
Yeah, it's a preview.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right,
So-
it'll be interesting to see what these Clippers look like now that they kind of had a fire sale.
So they got rid of Harden. They got rid of who else?
And their center.
Zubac.
Zubac.
Yeah.
Okay, where did he go?
Whoa.
Digging deep on that one.
Gotta.
First, this is
Let me look at my prep sheet.
yeah. I think I had that here
we
somewhere.
went with the common man.
Indiana?
Common,
Indiana.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We went with the common man prep for this show.
Yes.
Dosunmu, how we feeling? Good? Like that one?
I am very encouraged. I think that's exactly the type of player we need. He sounds like he's going to provide some scoring off the bench, some point guard. He fills that role, which is something we need. So
Not quite Nikhil, probably.
No.
But definitely a better option. I was saying that I think the fact that now you go 8 quality and 3 good bench players. I mean, Bones is hit or miss, but like he got some juice sometimes, and if he doesn't,
he's a high energy guy. I was
Yeah.
at the game on Friday. He is bouncing off the wall. He's, every time he makes a play, he's hyping up the crowd. So he's an energy guy, which is important for the bench.
was he the only guy with energy on Friday?
It
'Cause
looked like it.
That was a lifeless
So-
effort.
That's where when you're a Minnesota fan and you look at that, you're like, Pelicans money line all day. That is the exact type of game we lose to.
Zion kills us
He
every
does,
game, no
every
matter
time.
what.
And he scored one basket in like the first minute and then scored the last 14 of the first quarter. Something crazy. He was just unstoppable.
Especially when we come off a stretch where we won like 4 games in 5 nights. We beat Oklahoma City. As soon as we start hitting that peak of like,
We're
this
coming
is
down.
it. We're really good. We're gonna get the 1
Yeah,
seed.
and we got the Pelicans next.
Oh,
This should be easy.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
No.
Yep.
Oh, here we go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyone paying attention made a lot of cash on the Pelicans winning that game.
Tay, you started to say this about Finch and Gobert and their little
Tate
media.
thinks there's some tension.
Yeah. What do you got some inside info?
Yeah.
No. But I saw the Gobert interview about, again, like effort and consistency and whatever, his. I feel like we've heard that one from multiple. But then I didn't watch all of the Finch response, but it was something along the lines of, well, I really would prefer to have those conversations inside the locker room, and I'm in charge. Like this,
he did make a point.
He kind of like puffed out his chest, and then it was like,
he said something along the lines that if anybody knows about how we do things around here, we know we have high level of accountability. Right. Something along that, right?
But then why is this a continuous problem?
Right? That's true.
Like if that's the case, then.
But it's nothing. That's where I get back to the Minnesota fan. This is what our sports teams do. Yeah. Our men's sports teams are just the second you think you've rounded the corner and should be taking that next step, we lose to the Pelicans. That's just a classic case.
I think, like, when you're talking about Denver or OKC, like their winning streaks aren't 4 games; they're like 8.
Right.
And then they might lose 1 or 2, but they string them together because there's a consistent level of effort that the Wolves just have never really had. It's crazy. But Iowa's supposed to be that guy, right? Like always brings it. So Friday night, let me ask you this. You were there. I didn't watch much of the game. I was shocked to see Bones in at the end and not Dante.
Well,
I know Dante didn't shoot it well.
Full disclosure there, I was there with my 5-year-old nephew. Okay. So I was not there at the end of the game.
Oh, okay. So, you didn't make it to the
So I only saw the first half, so I can't comment on that. But it was actually a larger crowd than I thought for a Friday night against a team that's not very good, but maybe people wanted to see Zion. But we had the fan base. There was energy in the building. It should have been an easy win. You don't even have to cover whatever the spread is.
Right.
You just got to win the game.
This was talked about all week. I talked about it last week on the podcast, but Giannis, I was never like super into it. Which is weird when you have 2 of the top. You could have 2 of the top 7 players in the world. Like it's crazy to say in the NBA you don't want that, but I don't know. Did you guys? Were you disappointed they didn't?
To me, this was where the Minnesota fan in me kicked in again, where I was like, I feel like if we do this isn't going to work out.
Yeah, he'll be hurt. Right?
We're going to end up trading away our quote unquote future to try to win now, and he'll either get hurt or it just won't work out. And then 2 years from now, we'll look at the roster and just
you don't have any picks anyway.
I
mean, it would have been
if that doesn't
a big gamble.
If that doesn't hit, you're in big trouble for the next 10 years because you have – and Giannis has injury issues. So you make that deal, and then he has a season-ending injury. Here's our Rudy.
Yeah.
Rudy Club. Yeah. I was really nervous about it. But then at the same time, we did make the Western Conference Finals 2 years in a row, and we haven't changed a ton.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm thinking, like, maybe something does have to change. And that could tie into even maybe this, maybe we need a new coach.
Ooh.
I know that's aggressive.
So then the question is, who do you get? Who's going to be the guy that can come in and say, I don't care if this is a random February game and it's the Pelicans. What kind of coach is going to get your guys to fire up? This guy right here?
Yeah.
Man,
he won a championship.
Yeah. Them Van Gundy's still kicking around?
Dude. I'm a big fan of Jeff Van Gundy, but I think
Mark Jackson?
Yep. Mama, there goes that man.
Yeah.
Doc Rivers.
Just recycle all the old ones.
Well, he's the one currently struggling in Milwaukee. So.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it.
I don't know. So Giannis made me nervous. So I'm happy that I think that I want to see this group of guys try one more time.
Yeah.
But part of me thought too, like, maybe something does have to change if you can't get past the Western Conference Finals.
It's the
just
East.
hard to say as a Timberwolves fan.
You're right, but if this was football, that probably would have been done, right? Like the Bills just fired their coach.
Right.
They've been a top team. They make it into the playoffs and they come up against good teams in the playoffs and lose.
Right.
It's the easiest thing to change. And then you say, let's hear, if you get a new voice in the locker room, maybe that's the edge.
I just think like the Wolves feel to, I mean, OKC's awesome, but I think their core, Ant, Jaden, Nas are 25 or younger, right? Like, don't we have to see them get into their prime, like the 28, and if it still ain't working, then whatever. But and if it's Finch, that's a different, I guess, conversation. But I think they've proven they can beat Denver in a 7-game series. Right. They can beat OKC. They've done it, like maybe not in the playoffs much, but I don't know. I think you just gotta. This is the plan. This was the team.
That's a good point. I don't think. Yeah, you don't have to blow up the roster to the point where you go and get a Giannis where you got to give up 3/4 of your team to get him.
I just don't think we'd be any more likely to beat those teams with Giannis.
We probably aren't because we don't have the bodies.
Right. Then. Well, and like the OKC, I don't think they're going to give two.
OKC,
I don't think they're going to care for Giannis.
Second and third level tier players are just really, really good basketball players.
Their
I think
bench would kill us.
Exactly. And then you throw an MVP player on top of that, and they're a scary team.
Yeah, we want them to care as much as we do. I know that's probably never going to happen.
It's a job, right? Nobody likes to go to their job every single time.
But you can't, I don't want to believe that this team is okay with being the 6th seed. Like, oh, we're fine. We don't need, let's lock in, and you really want to get it done. Get in that top 3 and get back to me.
I almost feel like the 4-5. This might be preposterous statement worthy, but I feel like a 4-5 seed, and you get OKC when you're not exhausted already. Like I do think there's you almost feel like you'd rather play them when you're kind of fresh versus gone through the slog because they're just so. They just wear you out so much.
The problem is it's going to be a slog either way.
Denver's the same. And I mean, San Antonio maybe doesn't have the experience yet, the chops yet, but they're going to be a problem.
They're going to be a problem for a long
Houston's
time.
Tough. I mean, it's just.
And that's an organization, the Spurs, that knows how to reload.
Which is, again, another reason why you don't want to give away the Pelicans game, because every game right now is you drop from the 4 to 5 or 5 to 6 every loss. So
it helps too when occasionally, if he's feeling good, Greg Popovich just pops in to practice. Like, hey guys, want to chat? I think that probably still helps a little bit.
Don't we get McHale to come in and do that at ours?
Oh, the big man camp.
Big man
hand in the grass.
Yeah.
Olowa candy.
Let's work on our footwork today, guys.
Dude, Brooke Lopez, he's eating some double R ranches. Holy buckets.
I didn't know he was still playing.
The camera adds 15 pounds.
That's when – see, that was the other thing with Giannis, is he had Lopez to stretch the floor. How could you play Giannis and Rudy together? I don't – from a spacing standpoint, I don't know how you could do that. Ant would have way less space.
Is Io going to play in this game?
He better. He was practicing yesterday.
I thought he might on Friday, but – I don't even know if he was in the building.
He's got to be. He showed up Friday. I saw some stuff on social media about him practicing yesterday. So
love the parquet floor, man.
Let's
felt
do it.
like
Bring
I was
it back.
And
trees are back.
Yeah.
Target Field, bring the trees back.
KG is back.
Yep.
Everything's back.
They're doing the
first round exits are back. No, shoot.
They're doing the KG retirement next year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
it's a part of their season ticket pitch.
That's easy money.
Look at this guy. You want to talk about a guy that figured out the NBA? It's Kawhi. Yeah.
Only having to play 6. See,
correct.
that was the other thing we were talking about effort. they would never go for it. The owners would never. But go down to 60 games. I bet you're going to get better effort every night if you got 60 games versus 82.
Too much TV money.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how those mid-level guys can sign contracts that are obscene. Guaranteed money.
So we got Clippers. They're playing right now at 10th.
Yeah. I don't know. I think getting rid of James Harden is a good thing, but I've never been a big fan of his game. Has he played in the conference finals one time even?
Yeah, against the Warriors, I feel like a long time ago, maybe like 2014, something like that.
Well, and he's a guy that if the first 5 games don't go well, he's gonna pout.
Yeah.
That's the problem with him.
And he's old now. So then you're like, you're not durable or dependable. So
yeah. I don't know what Cleveland's doing. Last year they were the 1 seed in the East, and that thing has fallen apart pretty quickly.
They never bounce back after their disappointment.
Yeah, I mean they were injured, but I don't know.
Didn't they sweep the first round and then they lost in the second round and then they never bounced back.
They but you got Donovan Mitchell and James Harden now. Like you better hope Evan Mobley can guard 5 guys because those two ain't guarding anybody.
Exactly. That's where that was another thing where I was nervous about that we were interested in Harden. I'm like, we're gonna have to give up good defensive players, and then we're gonna get this guy in back. Same with LaMelo Ball. We were trying to get him.
Well, even Kobe White, I heard that was like,
or wasn't it the other ball? It was Lonzo.
No, it was LaMelo.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, dude. Yeah, hope you took the under in this game.
Yeah, yikes.
Let's check in on the Gophers.
Yeah.
Second half action.
Let's talk about the Gophers.
NBA games don't get cooking.
This is already starting to bug me.
Oh my
God. We're just turning it over. It looks like Friday nights bled into Sunday afternoon.
They got to get to their Super Bowl parties.
Yeah. Let's make this game go quick. No fouls.
This ain't much better here. Gophers
there is
trail.
Zero energy in this building.
Yeah.
Well, you got Maryland at 1-10.
They even did $10 ticket offer.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Well, that was.
You paying me $10 to go?
Somebody smashed my window in. I found 2 Gopher tickets on the dash.
Jesus.
Big win on Wednesday.
Throw in 2 free beers and I'll show up.
I'll tell you what, though, getting a parking spot during the day is easier. So
that's true.
That.
I just keep thinking about what could have been with this group if they had their starting point guard and starting center, because it's just like
that's the thing. It's Nico's first year. Regardless of what happens, you get there's a pass, right? You want your team to be good and competitive. So even though there's some frustrating pieces of this team, I still look at him and I go, this guy runs an offense. Well, I haven't watched a Gopher basketball game in my adulthood and been like, man, we're running some good stuff here. It's so nice to see that we have something other than just high pick and roll or have your point guard dribble around at the top of the key and shoot a 3.
Yeah. Aren't we injured? Didn't we have
we had
2 guys get hurt?
2 big pieces.
3 of our top 7, 2 starters.
Yeah, I would say 2 starters, right? So that's – but, yes, what did we went Tubby, Smith into Richard Pitino,
Ben Johnson.
Into Ben Johnson.
So back-to-back coaches who had never led a program.
Right.
And
all of them – pretty good at recruiting.
Well, hang on.
Not so good at coaching.
Patino did at least have 1 year at
FIU.
Yeah. So
1 year.
All right, there's that.
1 year ain't enough.
Right.
Not in the Big Ten. Like if that's
and both of those were sexy hires.
Oh God.
Both those guys. Tubby Smith though.
Tubby was big. But those were good. Relative to Gopher history.
And
Tubby
it's shocking to say that. Tubby actually when you look back, had some good teams. I just don't think the quality of play though. We might have good players.
Right.
And
It was mostly defense. I mean, the offense was hard to watch, and that's what kept them from being really good at times. And even Pitino had some really good teams actually, with talent wise.
he had one, and then
Yeah.
we had some off court conduct that kind of crushed that. So
And,
you're like, here we go.
Yeah. And then
Pitino, the three of us have said this a long time. He put all his chips in on Jelly Fam, and that did not work out.
Well, it wasn't just that it was him; it was that they didn't get McKinley right,
but
and
that's
didn't
my
get Davidson. Yeah,
that's my point. Is he thought if I get this one guy, it's going to make up for.
You had 2 Metro point guards go high major, really be productive, and then you bring in
a guy that barely played,
and even left here and barely played after
Yeah.
that, like never played.
That's true. Yeah, it wasn't just. So I think he bet the house on that kid, and unfortunately, it didn't work out.
Yeah,
And now we're still paying for it.
but I think
It's still fun to say Jelly Fam.
Nas Reed
Nas
is
Reed
Jelly
still
Fam.
gets a little jelly.
Yeah.
we see the Nas
See?
Reed. Yeah, the one I don't know if you guys have followed or seen the Gopher women, but just beat Iowa this week.
Yeah.
They were top 10. They're what are they now? 8-4 in the Big Ten. Going to be in the tournament. Their number like 12 in the net in women's basketball, which is crazy.
Let's play.
But they brought in a women's coach who had built programs. She was at like South Dakota State, I think, or somewhere else before that or after that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, like if you find a good coach like Ben McCollum at Iowa, D2 to Drake to Iowa, and now they're 18-5. Like coaching
matters.
It does, and it has to be someone who's done this.
I guess.
And now
to your point is they have a vision, right?
Right.
They're
an identity.
Those guys have to be thinking 2-3 years ahead as well. So, whereas I felt like Ben Johnson was probably like, I'm just trying to put the best team together I can. So,
a great example, you were talking about the offense. Like Nico, when you like in 1 year, you can already see an identity. Like what is their thing? Oh, they really move the ball. They get back cuts. They get all this good offensive execution. I don't know for 4 years of Ben Johnson what the identity ever was.
No, you can't. Movement. I'm a movement guy. If I'm watching an offense, especially at the college level, when you don't have your NBA level talent across the board, where you can just dribble out the clock and get a shot, I want to see guys moving.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of Gopher coaches where there was no movement.
No.
And no NBA talent. I ain't mixing good there.
That's a bad combo.
Yeah. That's the downfall. It's like, okay, Jelly Fam's going to bail us out. And you're like, Jelly Fam ain't going to get drafted.
When I think about when I play basketball, even if it's just pickup, I'm not the most talented guy out there. So if I want the ball and be involved in the game, I got to move.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It's good. I mean, I think it's evident to everybody that's watched the game this year is how different it is, because you see, I even noticed like out of timeouts, like you see exactly, they get the thing they're trying to do. They don't always make it, but it's like, okay, that is that looks like someone who can coach with Izzo or Painter or Brad Underwood. Like, it's not like, oh my God, we're going to get out coached 9 times out of 10 anymore.
There were times Tubby Smith out of bounds play would be shuck it to the backcourt.
Yeah.
That was it. You're like, that, you can't get a basket off of that.
At least we didn't turn it over, I guess.
He quit coaching on that team. All he was doing was recruiting, and I would have been fun to watch some highlights of the behind the scenes practices with that guy. I bet they were like,
Think of his career arc, right? Like what, Tulsa, and then
he went
Kentucky.
backwards.
Yeah.
He went backwards.
And then Gophers, Texas Tech. No, is that right? Was he Texas Tech guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then High Point.
And
or
then
something?
High Point. Right.
Yeah.
But he was the lead assistant at Kentucky, right? And then he took over for Pitino when Pitino
Is that what
left.
it was? Okay, he didn't come.
So
in,
it is.
you know?
It's almost like exact opposite of what people do.
Yeah.
They start low and work their way up. He went high.
Wait a minute, I got a coach now?
Won a national championship.
Wow,
and
this
then
with
guy
Pitino's
sucks.
players,
right?
Yeah. What do I do, coach? Nah, I don't know. dribble around and shoot it.
I don't know. I usually got NBA guys
Yeah,
on my
yeah. Are
roster.
you going to make it to the NBA? All right, well, pass it to the guy that's going to the NBA and let him shoot it.
Yeah. Did you guys watch any of the Duke Carolina game last night?
I did not.
I did not either.
I don't have to go on my Duke rant, then I guess. That's good. I did
Did
watch
they
Illinois.
end up losing that game?
Yes.
Then?
Yeah,
Is that
they
why
lost.
you're?
Yeah, because they just gave it away and started turning the ball over and couldn't get shots at the end. And
What are your thoughts on Boozer? Do you think he's a?
I think he's really good. Yeah.
Is he going to be a
he's
good
not
pro though?
I've been trying to think about like who he plays like because it's very under control, but he's not like Caleb Wilson for Carolina and Devonta and even Fleming's at Houston, Darren Peterson. These guys are like super athletic wings, and Boozer's just he's kind of like his dad, right? Where he's like 6'9", can shoot, passes really well, but he's not gonna kill you.
His dad was more back to the basket guy though.
Yeah,
he was a post.
So is Cam.
Is he?
I mean,
Okay.
Cam will shoot a three if he's open, but they
He
get him
wants
on the
it
block.
in down low.
They ISO him, and then he kind of distributes or makes plays. So I mean, he's solid, but yeah, I mean that's why I think he's generally considered like the third or fourth pick in the draft versus Peterson and Devonta.
Okay.
They're just so dynamic. But
I guess I thought early on he was a consensus number one. But
I think he's going to be the player of the year probably in
Okay.
college, just because of his numbers. He's doing like 24 and 12 or something as his average. So, whereas Peterson hasn't played it. I mean, if Peterson played 30 minutes every game for the year, he's unbelievable. I mean, even for Bill Self to say the compliments he's given him, I mean, he's unreal. So.
Is Duke a number one seed in the NCAA tournament at this point? No.
They're 4 overall. Well, I guess this is before last night's loss.
They will. Let's see.
Right
They
on
got
the
2
edge.
losses, but that's their toughest game. Like the ACC is so down.
Yeah.
They should not lose another game. They will be favored probably by
Isn't
at least
Clemson
8.
pretty good again this year?
Clemson's second in the ACC.
Yeah. Okay.
But actually, they're probably tied.
So they'll probably be
they're
a 2
tied with Duke.
seed.
Yeah,
Maybe
I could,
a 1.
You know,
Clemson is 20 overall right now.
yeah. I mean, Arizona, UConn lost last Friday night to St. John's in a great game too. So everybody's kind of getting picked off at this point. But
Arizona
Gonzaga lost
undefeated.
this week too, right?
Gonzaga, yeah, to Portland.
Yeah.
If Gonzaga doesn't have Huff, if they were, this is one of those Gonzaga teams that if they were playing in a bigger conference, they'd be struggling.
Are we thinking that this year is a disappointment so far for Purdue then? They came in with a lot of hype.
Yeah, I mean, even when they win lately, it's not impressive. Yesterday, they didn't lead till 50 seconds left in the game against Oregon, who's not good. So
Tater's got a sleeper team going into the tourney. Don't know if I want to burn this up, but he's a St. Louis guy.
Billikens are legit.
Yeah,
they're so legit. There ain't gonna be no sleeper team.
That's why I thought.
That's why
funny.
it was funny.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, guys, I got a
I
sleeper.
text Tyler like, "Oh, they could be a sleeper team." And I watched them play for like 5 minutes and was like, "Chad, everyone knows they're good."
Yeah,
They're like number 20 in the country, and
Yeah.
they're no.
Yep.
I think
Tubby Smith could watch that team play and he'd go, "Hey, that's pretty good."
I think Houston's gonna sneak in there.
I'll
Guys.
coach that team. I don't have to do shit.
You know who's flying under the radar? Arizona.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Have you heard of a
sneaky
team?
pick to make the Final Four?
Is that Christian Wiggins, Nolan Anderson at the game here?
Oh, yeah.
Like it,
Yeah, that's definitely
I don't know why Wiggins.
Wyzetta's lineup. There.
Iowa State. Speaking of that, Maple Grove beat Wyzetta again on Friday night. Second time they beat them this year.
Wow.
And
Wyzetta's not used to losing.
no, that's their third of the season.
How many games are left in that? That's
There's like a
couple
month
weeks.
left.
A month
Yeah.
left? Okay.
Yeah, end of February.
3 weeks.
3
weeks left, and then
Yeah,
then
first
it's,
week of March.
yeah.
is sections.
Sectional
Yeah.
tournaments
Maple
will start.
Grove's got a 6'5", 6'6" wing. Babakar I think is how you say it. He's up to number 64 nationally.
Where's he going then?
He's got offers from Minnesota. I feel like Iowa State, Notre Dame, or not Iowa State, Wisconsin, Notre Dame. He's got like 6 maybe that he's down to now. So,
Okay.
and then they got a 7-foot center that's a junior. he hasn't had as much hype, but because he's kind of still developing. And then their point guard's going to NDSU, so they're legit.
You got 3 D1 picks. You're going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
Which is what Wayzata is used to. So,
jeez.
That was CDH was ranked 1 in the state a lot last year and looked like they were cruising, and then met Wayzata in the state championship, and it was a bloodbath. So you're like, Wayzata just retool us, man. They're on us another level.
Yeah. That late conference right now is ridiculous. You got Hopkins, Wayzata, Maple Grove, and Buffalo is 2 losses, and they're the.
Do all those guys play on the same AAU teams then too? Is that part of the deal?
Yeah.
Then
I think a lot of those Wayzata kids do.
Not only are they getting the best players, but they play together basically all year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
De La Salle's been really playing well too. They beat CDH this week.
That was a tough game at the end.
And then they just blew out Richfield in a rematch where Richfield had beat them the first time at 1, and I was at that game, and that was an awesome game. And then De La Salle beat them by like 35 or something this week. So they're dialing it up like they always do come March. But awesome.
This is the calm before the storm here.
Yeah, we're just about at the greatest time of year. Can't wait. So Gophers up 1.
Don't want to get this down to a time where we have to make free throws. It's so painful.
Come on, knock that down.
Who is helping out Bobby Durkin?
That was a great play, though.
Oh, Betty Crocker.
Oh,
the offensive
why wouldn't
rebound.
you pull him?
That's why you got to look to
turn that crock pot to high, baby.
Yep, just cook it up.
There we go.
Yep.
Mix it up, Betty Crocker.
Get that batter going.
There is no easy game for this Gopher squad, so as much as they're struggling against Maryland, it's like when you're playing 7 guys, you're just grinding every game on.
Yeah.
Buzz Williams knows how to coach, so.
Well, that wasn't even Betty Crocker Johnson.
No.
Something called Meyer.
Buzz is down.
All right,
what did I hear? His Miles Rice, who was a starter, is out today. Transferred from Indiana, and then Pharrell Payne, of course, hasn't played since December because of his injuries. So, I mean, that's a big loss for Maryland, too.
Yeah.
But
it's kind of funny, though. If you lose 2 starters, that's devastating. But those last 3 players on the bench are not very good.
Yeah.
It's interesting that they're on the team, but really should never play.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting.
I wonder if that's like an NIL thing where like you have to put resources into your top guys so much at the bottom you can't put anything in, and there's nobody that's like, oh, I'll just come and sit for a year and not play because I can wait. It's not a big deal. Now they're like, no, I want to play right away. And
one of our end of the bench guys was like a pretty solid player at smaller schools. So then you're like, are you just trading rather than playing your senior year? Are you here just to be a part of a big program?
Oh, are you talking about Gizzy?
Yeah,
the NAIA guy.
Yeah.
I'm
you
sure
should get one of those guys on your podcast, Steve.
Yeah,
and ask him like, well, I would be genuinely curious.
Right. What are you doing?
Like, yeah, is this is enough for you? Because obviously, if you went back a step, you probably play a lot. And
right. You'd be the best player
successful.
in the team.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, what does there you go. There's a little nugget for you.
Maybe though they want to coach in the future, so they want to be a part of observe a big time program.
Yeah. I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure there's lots of really exciting, fun things about being part of a big time program. Like riding bench, being at practice, just working out, and going to Mackey Arena. Like that'd be cool.
Shouldn't know his name, but there was a guy that was at McAllister 2 years ago, and then his senior year he was on Ben Johnson's team.
Caleb.
Yeah.
Johnson, was it Caleb Johnson? Caleb something.
Yep. He gave the Gophers all they could handle in their little scrimmage.
And then they recruited him.
Yeah.
That was like a Wolves move where you get torched by somebody and then you.
Yeah. Hey, we should pick this guy up. He plays well in the barn.
That elevated floor doesn't seem to bother.
Here we go. Come on. Oh my
Oh.
gosh, this is just
Okay,
wild
this is
game.
going to be a little clown
Yeah,
college
this
here.
is very
That guy dribbles like Wally Zerbiak.
Whoa.
Whoa.
What are we doing
I
here?
can see why Maryland's 1-10.
I feel
right
a
now.
timeout coming.
Buzz is gonna let it ride. He trusts his players.
This is exactly the kind of game he wanted. Out of control.
Yeah.
And make the Gophers shoot free throws at the end of the game. That's how you win.
Oh.
Johnson went for the
This is
block.
another example of I think we're getting tired again.
Yep.
We're not getting rebounds. So
Yeah, we run out
they're
of gas.
just attacking the glass. Yep.
The last fourth
Ooh.
of every game, we're like,
Look at Buzz's vest. Jeez, he came to
Yep.
where did he start at Virginia Tech, right?
and then Marquette and then A&M.
Yeah.
He's just all over the place. Look at that. That is quite the get up, man.
He's old school.
All right, we want to flip to the Wolves here quick and just check in, make sure they're not.
All right.
Do they
Any
have a
We gotta
pulse?
dress the part, Steve.
Do they
Any
have a
predictions on the score? We're going to
Uh,
be down 15, I say.
37-22.
All right.
Oh my goodness!
I don't
You
think
guys
it's
are
15,
hating.
but
Got some haterade.
32-26, I think.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, we didn't get to the second quarter. We weren't
Very
flipped
low
very long.
scoring.
All right, Wolves are back. They're tied. All right, is Io in?
No,
Now Ant is hobbled.
We got Bones.
What is this?
this is just what he does.
There's Io. Io's in. All right, first action. Io Dosunmu. I love how people are like, "Oh, he's a Chicago guy. Played at Illinois. Now he's with the Bulls, and now he's got to go somewhere." I'm like, "Yeah, he's got to go 6 hours. He's got to go an hour, 15-minute plane ride from home."
Wow, it's a tough guy town. Pretty good D from Nas Reed there.
Yeah.
That's bold.
Like to see him just
Okay.
try.
Oh, yeah, because Nas is 11 and Dosunmu had to change his number. It's so funny the difference in the NBA game versus the college game,
Yeah, how the speed.
and like
Just how big they are.
yes, yeah, they just like there's no. You know,
I always experience that when you're watching the March Madness tourney,
yeah,
and then you'll flip to an NBA game, and it just feels like they're walking. It's just, oh, this guy's a
Batum?
fraud. Yes, he's on the perfect team. Man.
he has made
He has all the talent in the world, and he will finish a game with like 2 shots. You're like, okay, thanks for playing.
Wolves are in Chuck mode here. 19-19 with a minute to go in the
You got the
first.
Undertaker?
Yeah. Oh. Wolf.
I didn't even look at it.
Should have hammered that.
Batum is right where he likes to be,
Yep.
in the corner. That's
He's
all
made a
that guy
career out of
does.
it.
Yep.
That was
I'm not
who was the T-Wolves?
Anthony Peeler.
No, the T-Wolves GM that had no idea what he was doing.
Oh,
David Kahn.
David Kahn wanted a max. Because Batum was with like Portland. Remember, he wanted to give Batum a max contract.
Yeah, I do remember.
That's
that.
where Batum first came on my radar.
He also called Darko Milicic the manna from heaven, wasn't it?
Oh,
Wasn't that?
Yes, that guy.
That set the Wolves back
Oh yeah,
like 60 years. That guy. Another lifeless effort from Wolves. Oh, good pass, Bones.
Somebody
Good
shoot
take.
it.
oh, no whistle, huh?
Leader. Oh, Penn State, former Penn State player. Well, this is not a good start, but I think that's good, huh, guys?
I'm happy
Covered a
with
lot
it.
of ground.
I'm happy with it.
Got a final predictions for Wolves. What do you think's going to happen here in the next? Let's just say not even. What seed do you think they'll end up at?
Man, it is tightly congested there. 1 and 2 are kind of in a different realm, but then the rest of the way,
Yeah.
I think we got to do our best to get in that top 4.
Yeah, I mean we're 8 games behind Oklahoma City. That's
That's not doable.
feels impossible.
Unless their injuries linger
No,
and we get hot, but
It's 3 through.
I
three
feel
through
like
6.
you got to
Correct.
get up.
Correct.
I want to see them really try to get that 3. They're only 2 games behind Denver, and we know that we do well against them. I'd like to see them get up to that 3. I mean, otherwise, yeah, it's just a cluster.
what would be the 4-5 matchup right now?
Houston?
Houston and the Lakers.
Really?
Yeah, the Lakers jumped over us.
And Luka is a wolf killer. He just always plays well against us.
Yeah.
So I don't like playing.
You remember how Austin Reeves was just torching everybody at the beginning, but especially us?
Yeah.
And now he's doing nothing.
His first game back, he had a good game, but
Okay.
last night it was very.
I feel like he's just when he had the ball in his hands a lot and he was the kind of driving, he could put up big numbers. And now with Luka and LeBron back, he doesn't.
Yeah. Where are we currently?
We're
sitting-
sixth.
We're
right.
sitting at 6.
And
I was
how many
saying,
games back
We-
of the third?
But we were
seed?
6 last year, right? Made
We're
the Western
only
Conference
2,
Finals,
Right.
so.
So it's just
To your point, San Antonio and OKC are
they're in the top.
they're up there. Yeah,
I don't know.
very
that we can
difficult to catch
them.
them. But I also want to see what's left of the schedule. It looks
Does it
not
matter?
Very daunting. Well,
That's worse for
That's
us.
right, but still,
I'd rather we played San Antonio, Houston, and Denver. Than,
so we're playing the Clippers now. Our next 5 games are Atlanta, Portland, Dallas, Philadelphia, and Portland. And I guess 6, and then the Clippers again.
we
Yeah.
struggle
So,
with Portland.
Here we go again. Yeah, this 6-game stretch will tell us a lot.
Portland,
If we care or we're just going to mail it in.
they're playing right now.
They will be favored in every single one of those games.
And Portland, their pressure bothers us because we don't have a good point guard situation. So
it's
that's-
literally
Well,
next Sunday.
I can help
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah.
Or, I'm sorry.
when he, you know. If
And
God-
didn't we lose to the Hawks already? But that was with when they had Trae Young and Porzingis, and they just
Yeah.
Yeah.
kind of did a fire sale too.
So this game and the next 3 are all at home. So
Ugh, you got
it
to.
sure would be nice to go 4-0 in that stretch.
If you're serious,
We already lost to the Pelicans.
I know.
So that's out of reach.
All right, so that's.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they'll be in the 4-5, and then they're gonna have to play OKC in the second round.
And then
Here we
we'll see
go.
what happens.
Yeah.
It's Wolves and OKC, and you're on your own after that.
Yep.
That's right. Yep.
And Gophers are 4-8. Right now, they're looking like they're not playing in that Tuesday. That you said the Big Ten tournament's now all 18 teams starting Tuesday.
Really?
So they got the bottom 4, I think, play on Tuesday, and then the next day. Honestly, I feel like right now, if the Wolves or the Gophers finish 6-14, I would still be happy with how this has gone. I'm not.
They don't have many games left either, right?
No, but they have a lot of winnable ones. They get Northwestern again.
Well, can we win today?
Yeah,
should
if
win
you can
today,
beat Maryland, you got UCLA at home. Like they're not.
We
great.
go out west after today.
That's
at
tricky.
Washington.
You can
at
get one of
Oregon.
those.
Rutgers at home. We
Yeah,
could probably
should
be
win
favored
that.
in that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
they should get 3 or 4, I would think.
It
But-
still feels again like it's promising at the barn again.
There's
hope.
some hope. Yeah.
I didn't have high expectations for coach's first year, so
The one name that kind of came up before the season in the transfer portal was that Kyan Evans because he was a Colorado State guy. He went to Carolina, and he's kind of getting like a little bit of the Cade Tyson treatment where he's kind of struggling, not really having some success. So if Nico could steal him back and have a really like a true point guard next year, I don't know if Willis will come back or not. I'm assuming he'll get a medical red shirt.
I'm excited to see where he can take it.
Yeah.
I think it'll just be competitive.
Yeah.
If we do, years where you make the tourney and you're a 6 or 7 seed rather than when you make it and you're a 14.
Yeah. Right. You have some hope, some belief that you can get to the second weekend.
Right.
Yeah.
You can win a game.
It's been a while, right? Like that Louisville win with Pitino, with Amir Coffey and Jordan Murphy and those guys. That was a while ago.
Yeah. Think how fun that was.
That was,
the best.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, All right.
All right, thanks for having us,
Yeah,
Steve.
that was fun.
Thanks, Steve.
We can riff all day, but we'll end her. We got Super Bowl to get to.
Oh, should we do Super Bowl predictions?
Super Bowl predictions, and I want to hear like if there's any good food you guys are having.
Oh, I made the Schombar family famous debris pulled beef sandwiches.
Oh, okay.
The French, essentially French dips. Is what they are.
That sounds real nice.
Yeah.
I'm a little disappointed to get an invite for that, but okay.
Well, you have a family. So. That's why, Steve.
Oh, because I have plans already?
Your kid's really getting away.
Yeah. Your kids are expecting you to be there.
Oh, yeah.
You got to be a dad.
That's true. And a husband.
We're doing chili dogs.
Oh.
And mint French silk pie.
Oh.
For dessert.
Is that Lunds and Byerly's special?
Baby, this is brought to you by L&B.
Yeah.
Taste of flavor.
Yep.
This whole podcast is brought to you.
Yeah.
Shout out L&B.
I'll work on it.
No, we need to get sponsorship. We're available for sponsorships. Okay, so
but prediction.
Yeah,
I'll be that guy. I'm gonna go Patriots 24, Seahawks 23.
Ooh,
really?
Pulling the upset.
I think Vrabel and McDaniels, with 2 weeks to prepare, have the pedigree to get that team over the top. And all it's going to take is one bad play from Darnold, and I worry about him. So I'm going to be the contrarian, and I'll take the Patriots in an upset.
I think the Seahawks are just too balanced. Again, we watched Sam Darnold for a year, but he seems to be more comfortable. He's got a better offensive line this year.
Better running game, probably.
Yeah, the defense is good. I think I'll go Seahawks 27, Patriots 13. I don't think it's much of an exciting game.
That's what Jack, my sixth grader, also says. He thinks Seahawks in a pretty big route. I had to reference because he feels like the last couple Super Bowls haven't been great games. I was like, you didn't grow up in the 90s. Like, these were all blowouts. We didn't see any good Super Bowls. I feel like the last 15 years have been pretty solid.
Actually, I feel like it was the Tom Brady Patriots. Those ones were usually pretty exciting.
Field goals or the Tyreek or
comeback wins.
The Giants with the helmet catch. David Tyree.
Well, last time these two teams locked horns, it came down to the last play.
Yeah, this was the Marshawn Lynch.
Pete Carroll.
Why didn't you run the ball, right?
Beast mode, man.
So
gotta count your chickens, dude.
Them Skittles.
I see 4.5 right now for
Still,
Seattle.
it's been locked in at that. I feel like,
and 45.5 over under. I feel like that is high.
Yeah,
I could see this being a little bit.
If
of a
I really had to
slugfest,
bet, the under would be the play for me.
You never bet the under. What are you talking about?
Tate hates watching under.
I hate watching under.
Yep.
But then you're like, I'm watching this Minnesota Timberwolves game, and it's 27-27 in the second quarter. Like,
Clippers money line.
Hammer that under. All right. Well, that's sweet. It's Super Bowl Sunday. We got our predictions. We got some grub. I think, by the way, food-wise, I think we're making chicken chili and some sort of cake. We got a couple of birthdays to celebrate, so we're gonna do that. But it should be fun, guys. Again, this is awesome.
Yeah, thanks.
Go Wolves.
Thanks, Tate.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, that's the show for today. Hope you enjoyed the fun conversation, the funny stories as much as we do. I know it's, we just like to talk basketball and have a good time. So appreciate everyone hanging out. Again, if you want to subscribe, want to follow on social media, I do a lot of things like my teams of the week. I'll post there and just short videos after, games and thoughts quickly there. So on Instagram, Splash City Basketball, and also on Facebook, you can find it at Splash City Basketball Podcast, or on Blue Sky. Like and subscribe on YouTube if you're listening and watching the videos on YouTube as well. I always appreciate everyone listening. This has been the Splash City Basketball Podcast.